Hi Amy, welcome back to Bowmans Oak Hill Bed and Breakfast in beautiful Wisconsin Dells. We are just so excited and honored to have been chosen to be the #1 bed and breakfast in Wisconsin Dells by TripAdvisor, and it is our honor to have you here with us today. And this morning we are going to do a French toast that is stuffed and then has a mandarin orange peach sauce over it. So we're going to begin with our stuffing, which is primary. The base is cream cheese. And so I've put 12 ounces of cream cheese here in this bowl. And then to that we are going to add a few other items. We have 1/4 cup of chopped pecans. We have 1/4 cup of apricot jam, the no sugar kind. Of course, but then I'm going to add sugar, so you know, it just limits some of it. So, and then we have a tablespoon here of sugar, not all that much, and we also have a teaspoon of orange zest. Give it a little kick. We're going to whip that up, and then we're going to spread it between 2 slices of toast, or bread rather, and then we're going to put it in a baking dish. There we go. Very simple. Now we're going to kind of slather it on here. And don't worry if you have a little piece of bread that has a hole in it, not a big deal. We're just going to fill it up with this anyway. We're going to put them together and set them into a 9 by 12, or 13 rather, baking dish that you've buttered ahead of time. Okay, just like a little sandwich. This bread is my ultimate favorite for any French toast recipe, anything at all. It is very dense. It's made by the La Brea Bread Company out in California, actually. And I can get this at my local store at good old Zinke's downtown, or you can get it, I've seen it in other groceries also, and I know that Costco has carried it. So it is maybe not in every store, but you can get it. Okay, Amy, now that we have our French toast all stuffed and ready, we need to make our little batter that goes over it. And this is a bowl that I've already pre-cracked 9 large eggs in. So we're going to pour that into our blender. And then we're going to add, I already pre-mixed 1 cup of orange juice and 1 cup of milk. And we have a little triple sec here. And we're going to do 1/3 of a cup. Or more. Just a little more. And then we're going to do a dash of salt, just a little bit, like that. And a teaspoon of vanilla. This vanilla happened to have come from Mexico when we were on our trip down there. Whoops. That's good. And we're going to blend that, and then we're going to pour it over the stuffed French toast. Last but not least, just a tad of sugar. There's about 3 tablespoons here. Just going to sweeten that up a little bit. And one of the reasons I love this recipe, Amy, is because it can be done the night before. In fact, it needs to be done the night before or several hours in advance, and put in the fridge to just sort of really soak up into the French toast. So we're going to make a little noise here. Just like that. And we're going to pour it right over. And it will fill up this pan. So just kind of take it a little easy and just let it go over top of each little stuffed French toast here. And going to get it all covered, and then we're going to put a little saran wrap, plastic wrap over it, and put it in the refrigerator, and it will soak it almost entirely up by morning. Amy, now we are on step number 3. It may sound like a lot, but believe me, it's worth it. And this is a step that you do while the French toast is baking off. in the oven in the morning. Okay, so what we're starting with here is a pound of peach slices. I chose to use frozen. You could use fresh. And a 11-ounce can of mandarin oranges, juice and all. And we're going to heat this up and bring it to a boil. Now, while this is heating up, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of the triple sec, and get those pre-mixed so that when the fruit is bubbling, I can then add this to it. And it will thicken it right up, make a really nice sauce to put onto our stuffed French toast. All right, so we are boiling here, and we're going to add our little thickener and a bit of sugar at this point. That was 2 tablespoons, again, of the cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of triple sec. And we're going to add, this will be about maybe 1/3 of a cup. This is a 1/2 cup measure, so it's not going to be full of sugar, just to give it a little sweet kick. Well, this is our topper now for the stuffed French toast. All right, we're about 45 minutes in the oven now, so our stuffed French toast should be finished baking off. There we go. And it is ready to be served. Now, it really should rest maybe 5 minutes before you try to serve it up. And then we're going to top it with our mandarin orange and peach sauce. A couple of nice, generous spoonfuls. And we serve this with little sausage on the side. And I'll top it with a little orange mint that we grow in our garden. We try to grow as many of the herbs that we use ourselves so that they're nice and fresh for you. There you have it, our stuffed French toast with our mandarin peach sauce from Bowmans Oak Hill Bed and Breakfast in beautiful Wisconsin Dells.